Hello everyone, welcome to another Naraka Bladepoint video. This is OSK, and today we have some highlights from the Naraka Bladepoint World Championship group stage for solos.
Of the debuff, but Hypernova is...
In this video, we'll be breaking down 5 of the best plays that I could find across the entire solos group stage. So hopefully you're ready to watch and learn from the best as we break down their strategies, their goals, and also their skills so we can all grow as players in Naraka Bladepoint. Big shout outs to Daeldir who helped me compile this list. You can find his socials down in the description below. And also don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and comment and share if you enjoy this sort of content. I did make a trios version of this with Dav on Edge, so you can find here in a card. And without further ado, let's get into it. Our first clip comes from the first game of the first day of solos. The king is squared off against Foods in a 1v1 situation. He finds some purple nunchucks on the ground, and this is where he starts feeling out his opponent. Both players throw out focus feints, dashing and dipping out of the way of each other, until King realizes that Foods is not going to counter his next attack, so he goes for a focus attack, breaking Foods' armor. Despite having half his effective health removed, Food plays it cool and looks for a combo of his own, throwing out normal attacks, and also trying to bait out a counter from the king. This succeeds, and King is left with just a small sliver of armor left. Realizing that this fight is going to be a bit tougher, Foods backs off and heads towards another set of armor laying on the ground, refilling it to an extent. King fishes for an opening, throwing out a bow shot and looking for a focus attack. He lands it, and Foods is forced to use his last defensive option, which is his F skill. Knowing that getting caught in this scenario would likely be the end of his life, King decides to make space to avoid the wisps. Foods uses this time to heal up his armor and also look for some range shots on the king, who just got caught by the wisps. Knowing that there's still space in between him and Foods, King opts for a quick armor, which ends up succeeding. Knowing that he still has some safety with his F skill and an ultimate at the ready, King knows that he has some defensive maneuvers he can still deploy. King also knows that he's been conditioning Foods to look out for a focus attack, meaning that he will try for a full combo this time with his nunchucks. Just as the king is about to take big damage, he activates his F skill for a combo break and then goes with his strategy. As you can see from the clip, this succeeds and he's left with his first kill of the game.
However, in the king's own wisp, and then comes the nunchucks absolutely mincing. There's the juggle, there's the finish.
Our next clip is a 1v1 between Huangfly and APF from the same game 1 of day 1. With 4 players left alive, Huangfly leads the pack at 5 kills, with APF with 1. Having just succeeded in a Realm of Yang and gaining the Mystic Might buff, Huangfly is looking to take any fight that he can at this point. Spotting out APF, he goes in for an aggressive grapple attack into an uppercut, which catches APF out of his F skill. Because of the height of the uppercut, Huangfly is able to string this into another uppercut into a vertical strike. Feeling confident in this engagement, Huangfly goes for an immediate grapple attack yet again, but APF is able to counter this with a quick dash and then a focus strike of his own. Despite the health bars being even, Huangfly knows he still has the advantage over APF due to his Mystic Might buff and opts to go for a more relaxed style of focus attack deflection into combos. Despite this, APF is able to catch Huangfly out of a dash and goes for a basic dagger combo. Realizing that he's caught, Huangfly opts to go for his ultimate, which tanks some damage and also staggers APF. Huangfly is able to land the beginnings of a finisher combo, but APF also has his ultimate and throws it out just in the nick of time. Due to not having any stamina from the ultimates, Huangfly and APF both opt to go for a full reset and will opt to engage later. Knowing the relative position of each other, APF and Huangfly opt to meet here in the doorway of Celestra Tower. Huangfly manages to enter this fight with the positional advantage of having the entire outside to his back, while APF is trapped in this room. Due to the positioning difference, Huangfly actually has a better view of this room than APF, as the camera is forced against the back walls. Realizing the advantage that the nunchucks give over the dagger, Huangfly opts to throw out an F skill followed by an immediate focus attack for the deflection. Whether intentional or not, this deflection causes APF to then fall back into the F skill, resulting in a giant stagger. This allows for Huangfly to go into a basic nunchuck combo, which APF tries to escape with an F skill of his own, but the uppercut from the basic combo catches him out of his escape. Due to the nature of this combo, there's no way this could have been avoided, and APF is put on the back foot in a big way. APF knows the only way to get out of this is to go for a big play, so he throws out a counter in anticipation of a focus attack. While the initial idea is correct, Huangfly times this focus attack to land after the counter animation is done, ending APF's run. This results in a messy startup, but a quick comeback kill for Huangfly, leading to kill number 6.
For just another second, is going to throw them straight out, catches APF out, goes into the upper uppercut catches him in his...
Our final clip from day 1 features the endgame of game 3. WBG Spider has 3 kills to his name starting out and is looking to be the favorite to take first place during the group stage. Let's see how he does. After a long chase to take down NPG's Dubai and a quick skirmish to take down the King from a Bane Breath, Spider finds himself face to face with EWG's Yiron. Wielding a dagger versus Yiron's dual blades, Spider gets to work. After taking minor damage from an initial flurry, Spider then opts for a dodge and catches Yiron with a soul break. This puts Yiron on the back foot, who then looks to land a focus attack. After baiting each other's counters, Spider then opts for an F skill to break the combo, and Yiron opts for a grapple. Noticing his opponent's mistake, Spider then immediately hops onto Yiron for some extra damage. Yiron opts for an armored F skill of his own, which makes Spider chase, bringing him back down to the ground. After taking a bit of extra damage, Yiron has one choice, and that's to use his ultimate. At the same time, Spider knows that he has the damage necessary to end the fight, so he opts for an ultimate of his own, which comes out faster. After trading places, Spider is then able to lock him into a combo, which procs Yiron's Mortal Defiance. Yiron knows that at this point, if he goes for a counter, that he will take too much damage from a normal bait, which will then result in him dying. This leaves him open to a quick focus attack, which the dagger is very adept at doing. Spider takes full advantage of this before Yiron leaves through his portal with 1 HP left. Unfortunately for him, Tenoshi is waiting on the other end of the portal, but Spider manages to snag the kill in the last second with a headshot from his pistol. Spider now has 6 kills. Can he make it 7? The final engagement kicks off with some minor damage from both players, and Tenoshi landing a counter onto Spider, which reduces his health by a lot. Losing his dagger, Spider opts to switch to his dual blades and use them to get away from the situation. After some quick heals and a quick chase, Spider finds himself face to face with Tenoshi again. After baiting each other's parries, Spider opts to gauge his opponent's aggressiveness. He uses 3 tap dodge cancels in a row and then looks for the counter, which he lands with ease. This brings the fight to an even playing field, but Spider gets caught by a focus attack from the dagger, which makes him proc his F skill. Realizing the options of his opponent though, Spider opts to face his F skill towards Tenoshi, which cuts off his grapple attack. After another quick skirmish, Glitch's Tenoshi opts to then use his own ultimate to seal some damage and to get away from the situation for a full reset, knowing that at neutral, he will have the advantage in health. After a long reset and trading focus attacks, Spider is able to land a focus attack back onto Tenoshi. After activating his F skill to dodge the main portion of the counter attack, Tenoshi then leaves himself open in the air, and Spider lands a quick uppercut. Spider lands some extra aerial damage, a quick vertical, and then opts for his ultimate, knowing that Tenoshi does not have his own. This is the moment of truth. Spider, knowing his damage calculations, opts for a quick vertical engagement, opting for maximum stagger potential, which ends up getting Tenoshi eliminated. And thus Spider finishes game 3 of day 1 with 7 kills in the bag.
Tenoshi able to use the F to get away from it. Spider tap dodges to cancel the parry.
The fourth clip we have is from game 2 of day 6 for solos. WBG's Spider and VL's Zay find themselves in the top 2 of this scenario. Both running Takeda with full abilities in their hand, Zay slightly more kitted than Spider. They start off the fight with a bang. Quite literally, as Zay opts for a pistol charge shot, which opts for a few extra bits of damage and stagger to Spider to start off with. Zay, feeling aggressive after the initial damage, opts for a grapple attack towards Spider, who baits a focus attack, which then brings out Zay's counter. Zay, knowing that he's been baited, opts for a desperate tap dodge, which then leads into his first combo. With the iframe into protected F skill combo, he's able to then suplex Spider, stealing his weapon and putting him on the ground, knocking him up slightly. This gives Zay just enough space to activate his ultimate and unleash his first charge, keeping Spider in the air. Knowing the timing is just right, he unleashes his focus attack from his longsword and activates the Hepta Soul Jade, opting for even more damage. This combo inflicts 1,750 damage to Spider's health bar, leaving him almost dead. In fact, if it wasn't for Spider's health Soul Jades, he would not be alive at this moment. Spider knows he's in a desperate situation, so he opts for his own Golden Focus skill, which reduces damage, and immediately goes into his ultimate. Whether through pure instinct or sheer desperation, Spider's ultimate activation ends up tanking both the stagger and the damage from Zay's second charge. The stagger from Spider's ultimate activation gives him just enough space to land a quick katana combo in combination with his first charge of his ultimate. This gains him a bit of health back and leaves Spider with 1,200 health less. However, the situation is still dire, so Spider opts to change levels on Zay and get away from him as quickly as possible, changing the angle. Zay manages to land the third charge of his ultimate, but it barely does anything to Spider, who then dodges Zay's immediate pistol follow-up. Going around the corner and breaking line of sight, Spider lies in wait for a scale rush ambush. Knowing that Zay has just burned the last charge of his ultimate, Spider knows that his regular F skill will be back online, so he opts instead of a combo to go for some iframes. The combination of front and backward tap dodges makes Zay miss with his F skill and leaves him in a frame trap situation. After Spider misses with his second charge of his ultimate, Zay is left with two options. He can either try to dodge the incoming attack or go for a counter. If Zay goes for a counter, Spider knows that he can hold his focus attack to then strike after the animation has ended and get a clean kill. If Zay dodges, Spider then has to wait for his third charge of his ultimate to come up to guarantee a hit or a combo. Thankfully for Spider, the desperation of the situation gets to Zay and he opts for the counterattack, leaving Spider with no choice but to end his life. This ends with Spider getting the dub.
Absolutely insane here to see if he can push this all together here. And now Zay is going to get all of them, absolutely decimating this man, not giving him another opportunity. Spider has the opportunity to back out. Scale Rush is going to be able to come through, surprise Zay, and Spider is going to try to see if he can juggle it away.
The fifth and final clip comes from Game 6 of Day 6 of the group stage for solos. Finding themselves in the realm of Yang, T225 and Wang Liang face off for a quick 1v1. Wang Liang is running Tarka G while T225 runs Valda. Normally in a solos game, Tarka G would have the advantage, but T225 is looking to change her mind with this clip. As the fight opens up, both players opt to go for the grapple strategy. Wang Liang grapples vertically onto the portal wall, while T225 grapples onto Wang Liang. Wielding a katana and knowing that Tarka's kit allows for a lot of risky gameplay, Wang Liang opts to throw out a falling focus attack. However, T225 recognizes this and throws out a counter of his own, resulting in a counter-strike falling on the way down. Due to the damage differential, Wang Liang is forced to pop his ult immediately and pick up his katana, his only chance to get back in the fight. If Wang Liang can initiate a Tarka Infinite, then there will be no chance for T225 to come back. However, Wang Liang fails to realize that he's backed himself into a corner with no way to escape T225's Valda ultimate. When Nether Nightmare crashes onto Wang Liang, it cancels out his Tarka Infinite with no way to re-enter it, and T225 lands some extra damage. With a cheeky musket shot to top off the damage, T225 then lands some extra basic attacks to finish out the fight, resulting in almost full health for the whole engagement. He wins the realm of Yang and proves that you must be ready for anything and that knowledge is key.
Well, Spider is going to be looking for it. Wang Liang immediately getting himself slammed, has to pop the blackout as he's being poured out by the tidal wave. Beautifully placed. Spear comes in, and T225 is going to make Wang Liang look silly with the grapple, with the onslaught of damage.
And that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and another big shout out to Daeldir, who again helped me compile this list and break down some of these clips. You can find his socials down in the description below, as well as mine. You can also like and subscribe to this channel so that you never miss another video, and you can also comment and share on the video, so it does very well. But thank you guys for joining in. I gotta go. Been OSK. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.
I know life is getting harder, not like I would choose another. My tears with healing powers, just one drop to recover. Can't stop me cause I'm the